Hello and welcome back to the 7 strategies you could use to improve your effectiveness and efficiency in these very busy times. Today we're going to be talking about getting ahead of the curve. And when you get ahead of the curve, let's think about that. Can you just imagine what it'd be like to come to the office or come to your desk with a very clear, simple 3-point to-do list? How cool would that be? How would it feel like to be on the front foot with your customers, clients, team, projects, so that you're always chasing them rather than them chasing you and you're always on catch-up mode? How would that feel? Fantastic, right? So to get on to the front foot rather than be on the back foot, you've got to change the way you handle your business. Now, this is not completely straightforward, but there is a process you need to think about. And here I'm going to go through some of the things you can look at to make sure that you do. First of all, your to-do list needs to be prioritized into important, important and urgent, not important, not urgent, but nice to do, and also RANs. Now, when you do that, we typically in our business we use the Stephen Covey model of importance versus urgency. And when we identify the important tasks and do those first, our business moves forward faster. That's what we work on with clients when we coach them and work with them, and how we get results for them, how we guarantee results for them, is making sure we manage the to-do list. The to-do list can be demotivating. If you've got a list of 10, 20, 100, 200 things on your to-do list, that is not a motivational thing for most entrepreneurs. Some people can handle it, no problem at all, but most entrepreneurs, they don't like having a massive to-do list. It plays in the back of their mind that they've got all these things they haven't done. And so what you do is you just make sure you have 3 things. And then if you get those 3 things done, you go and pick another 3 things because you prioritized your to-do list. You can make it happen. What that does is gets you out of overwhelm. Now, when you're overwhelmed, typically your mind is in confusion, and you've got all these different things calling on your attention. And so, where do you start? What do you do first? Oh, if you start this, but there's other thing you haven't done yet. Oh, that client's going to call you any minute. Your team's asking for this and they can't do their work without you. Overwhelm is not a great place. So when you have clarity of direction and purpose and project, then you can begin to improve your function, your mental functioning in your business, so that you feel motivated, you feel in control. The other thing I want to talk to you about is procrastination. One of the things that really served me, because I used to be a real prize procrastinator, and to an extent I still am. It's in my nature to sort of put off things and just focus on the important things. And what would happen is I would often look at a piece of, in the old days, it was pieces of paper rather than electronic items now. But in the old days, what I used to do is pick up my post and go, which one shall I do first? And I'd touch a piece of post 10, 15, 20 times before I eventually got to it, as I sort of sorted it by priority. And what I was taught was that you touch a piece of paper once, maximum twice. Once, maybe if you're doing it twice, it's one to set a priority, and the second one is to get it done. You never touch it more than twice. And that's the same for electronics. You don't open and shut emails more than twice. You open it, set a priority on it, and then the next time you open it, you're getting it done. To do it once, which is even better, what you do is you set some time for dealing with your emails. So I have 2 times in the day I deal with emails. The rest of the time my email is off. It's out of sight, out of mind, and I get on with my priority tasks, because clearly that is what I'm paid the big bucks for, as they say. So be aware that procrastination, it just erodes time. It's a complete waste of time. It reduces efficiency, certainly reduces effectiveness. So use that tip. And if you're on a coaching with us, then we'll help you with that. We'll help you stay on track so that you get into the habit. So touching anything, whether you're multi-touching a meeting, a request, or you're an email, or a voicemail, whatever it is, look at doing it once. For me, it's when I look at my voicemail, I pick up my voicemail and I deal with it there and then. And there's no coming back to it. And if I can't, I then reply and say, this is a bigger question. We need to set up a meeting, or I've got the team to go and find the information to you. They will be back to you in 3 working days. That's how I'll get it done. So one touch is really important. When you get things down to one touch, you begin to become more effective, more efficient. The next thing is to make sure you have deadlines for projects that are important but not urgent. If projects that are urgent, clearly they have their own deadline and they are now in the important and urgent category, which is not a good place to spend your time because it means you're on the back foot. When you're dealing with urgent things, you're typically dealing with back foot items. You're on the responsive rather than on the front foot, on the attack, on the moving forward. So keep in mind that you have deadlines, set the deadline, achieve the deadline, or beat it. Typically, most of the stuff we do in terms of our jobs, our accounts, our tax returns, our coaching calls, always on the front foot. We're always ahead chasing clients and following up with clients rather than them following up with us. 99% of our emails are our clients responding to stuff we've asked for feedback, for information, to help them further, rather than them asking us for chasing information that we haven't given them already. So what I'd like you to do now is look at your to-do list. If you've got a to-do list of over 3 things, I would like you to look at the top 3 things. Now, how I do that is I use a physical KanBan board. And the science suggests, and I haven't got the evidence for it, my mentor, who I trust implicitly, gave me this information, and he's never steered me wrong before. And I don't think he's steered me wrong in this one because it works brilliantly for me. And I suspect if you're a business owner, it's going to work brilliantly for you. And that is a physical KanBan. If you're not familiar with KanBan, of course, you could spend some time trawling the internet. There's plenty of stuff on you, like all of this stuff. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube. We have a process for educating our business owner clients to use KanBan in the most efficient way for business owners. Typically, it's a physical board where we have the stuff because most entrepreneurs, when I say most, I'm talking about over 75%, cannot work electronic to-do lists. So have a look at a KanBan process, try to make it physical rather than electronic, and you will be good to go. So that is it for getting ahead of the curve. Hopefully you've got plenty of information, plenty of ideas, plenty of strategies where you can begin to start looking at. The quick way, of course, is to just get on a call with us, see how we can help put this into perspective for you and get you moving faster so you can improve your business and grow your business consistently over a long period of time, grow your income and have a better quality of life. Next week, we're going to be talking about something completely different, and it's the close, but it is what ultimately is the foundation, but I left it to last because you need to know that you need to have confidence that I know what I'm talking about when I'm going through these topics. I hope you realize I do by now, because next week we're going to do something which is slightly out of the ordinary than you probably wouldn't expect from someone like me, but it is absolutely critical. Join me next week and miss it at your own loss. See you on Strategy 7 next week. Bye-bye.